we're at 500, but we should be open to 1,000. So I'm not sure what happened. We'll check that while we're talking. Okay, so thank you very much. Is Gilad here? And if you're here, Gilad, can you just raise your hand?
Yes, I am. Howie, how are you? It's good to see
great,
you.
great to see you. Let's make you co-host. And
cheers. Thank you.
let me just put this in. Okay, so we're live on YouTube. I'm going to put the link in the chat now, as well as the WhatsApp chat. So you can feel free to share with your friends, grannies, grandpas, whoever you want to join the thing. Okay, Gilad, you're ready and you can take it away.
I lost. I can't hear you.
We ready for you to start?
You just came back.
No, I think you came back in other words, but I'm going to just
spotlight
you for everyone.
Okay, thank you. Hello, thank you, Howie. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak. First of all, this was an amazing video. Whoever produced it, great job. I mean, seriously, it was a wonderful idea, well written, and I'm feel privileged to follow the Queen and Tiona. So thank you for inviting me. My name is Gilad Ravid. We're going to talk about a bit of gaming and the metaverse in general in our session. I will introduce myself a bit in the end because I just want to get down to the point. Am I allowed to share the screen?
Sure, go for it.
No,
not yet.
The capacity.
Okay,
no.
Try now.
Okay. So, are you with me now?
Yeah. Go for it. Everything's good.
Great. So just let me know if you can see well, if you wanted to put it on presentation mode or if it's
presentation
okay like
mode
this.
if possible.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, my name is Gilad. I'm an edtech expert, learning hacker. I'm an educational gamer, which means I combine games, commercial franchises, as well game development into educational processes, as well as leading on various online courses for parents, for students, and teachers as well. I would suggest write down my email as of now. If there are any questions that are left unanswered, any information you would like to know more, feel free to email me after the session. I will gladly answer to you. So let's get down to it. Our session is short, but I wanted to make the best use of our time together. So it'll be a bit of both worlds. In the first half of our session, I will discuss mainly about theoretical aspects of the metaverse, of gaming in general. I'll bring a few data points that might interest you and showcase how the relevancy of gaming in educational processes. I'll also combine a few student feedbacks and my own interpretation. In the second half, I want to show you, after we talk about the why, let's talk about the how and make it a bit more practical. And also get a hands-on experience with a game that actually relates to our topic, which is AI, that is aimed to alert from the potential dangers of AI. So first of all, to get a general concept of our of how relevant gaming is as a medium is to kids in Israel today. This is the best data set I've managed to gather, but it is outdated, meaning the figures you will see here are probably 5-6 years ago, meaning the word metaverse has not yet been officially termed, not officially coined or used. Is it me?
Is that from you, the noise?
I have no bing pings on my computer.
Okay, not sure where it's coming from. I'll just make sure that everyone's sound is off. Keep going.
Okay. Great. Thank you very much, Howie. So first of all, the figures I'm about to show you are from Bezeq. They have a national survey each year of Israel Digital, which has a lot of nice points about consumerism and digital habits in general, and they address gaming each year in their slides. So this is pretty much aggregated a few of their researches, and let's ask you first of all. As you can see, there's a question on the screen. How many kids played Fortnite at least once, would you imagine? Now, they researched ages 6 to 17 in Israel, and that was only for the duration of July, August 2018, meaning over 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago. So let's talk about in percentage. Write down in chat. Out of 100%, all kids that played Fortnite at least once during the summer break, how many do you think? So 70, 110%. I like it. 80, 65, 89. You're not. The closest ones I saw was Mistena, I think. So the real number is actually 74% of children in Israel tried at least once the game of Fortnite, which is a very good example of the metaverse. Meaning, if we break that down into numbers, that means almost 800,000 kids ages 6 to 17 in Israel had at least one experience with this certain game, which, as you know, is just one game out of a plethora of franchises available to them in many different genres. But in this case, it gained popularity. The division, I don't know, does it surprise you that 62% were boys and 28% of those who played were girls? Would you think it would be otherwise? Would you think it would be less girls, more? On average, it's about 40% on the global research average of gaming and women in gaming. Keep in mind that 37%, about a third, played every day, and they did it for over 5 hours on average every day during the summer break, which is a long time. Romy said it's so sad, which I kind of tend to agree, but I just want to put a bullet point and step back. One of the perspective that to utilize digital games and gaming in general in an educational, especially formal educational process, is because that's where they are. So in this, our attempt is not attempting to I would say restrict screen usage, but perhaps explore how we can utilize the current use of the screen, the current consumption, into our benefit. Meaning, if a child learns how to code with Minecraft during school, when he'll play afternoon, he'll do it on his own voluntarily because that's something he likes. Hadar wonders what's so attractive about this game. It has a creative mode, which is very similar to Minecraft, which allows a lot of possibilities of different creation, games, and content, as we will see. Total amount of gameplay was 260 million hours of gameplay. If you aggregate everything, all the hours they played in combine, that's a lot of hours. So one way to look at it is, yeah, this is not the figure we would like as educators, as parents. I agree. We should attempt to lower it as much as possible, but we also have an obligation as educators to leverage relevant mediums that address their content and their world into harness it into our educational purposes and goals. So this is one possibility. Let's see, what did they say? So 43% of them said they met new friends in video games. 57% of them said gaming helped me improve language skills, meaning in English. 85% of them said most or all of my friends play video games, which is a very interesting figure, because it means they're all there, and this is 5 years ago. And last one is they asked do you define yourself as a gamer on various years? And you look at the uptick from 38% in 2017 to 69% in 2020. And I think 2022 is about 73 or something like that. So not very far off, but just a bit higher. Melissa Korn says it's a bit of a culture worldwide. I would agree. I would say the corona had a lot of effect on the proliferation of gaming as a mainstream medium of entertainment in households. So that I think that helped a lot. A few of the narratives of themes, this is taken from a feedback of one activity I did, I think last year. And as you can see, students themselves said, I met a new friend. I felt connected when playing with kids I don't know. Playing with people from Israel, because that almost never happens. Funny thing is, I gave them also a challenge of speaking only in English. Once the event was over, they continued playing and they continued to speak in English, and it actually came up in the feedbacks as well. So it became so natural to them to switch to English in this environment, for example, in Fortnite environment, because it's something they do. So that helped them actually understand the connection that what they're doing and helps them improve their language skills. So we as educators just need to ask ourselves, what are they doing that we can enhance and help them during their leisure times? I think the result of it all is basically after the corona, there's also a lot of Zoom fatigue and just general tiredness of working online, and we discovered that a lot of online and remote activities are actually creating some sort of passive digital learning of see this video, answer this questionnaire and forwards, that in a way that doesn't really allow the engagement on the side of the student to be active, to do something other than sit in a chair. Rachel, can you email me? I can email you everything you want. Just I'll write down my email later, and everything you would like, I would gladly send you in the presentation. Justin said that there would be imagined screen time during the vacations. Parents are more relaxed. I would agree. So how does it look like? How does a classroom in Fortnite look like in this case? So as you can see, these are two demonstrations of two different classrooms. One's inside, one's outside. As you can, first of all, as you can see, there's an actual build, there's an actual order, meaning I had to prep for this lesson, whether it's to create an actual classroom or their platforms. On the left, what they're doing is basically learning how to do a lock and key activity, which is the basic of creating an escape room using Fortnite Creative. This is how I talk to them. We are vocally connected, of course. On the right, it's another activity of creating this musical machine. But as you can see, it actually does resemble a classroom, but only in 3D. So it allows you to be present, but also to be active, to have new forms of communications with your students. Replace this screenshot, for example, with the Zoom we saw during COVID with the blank screens. So here we don't need a blank screen. The children doesn't need a camera. You just need a digital avatar, a visual representation of himself that allows him to communicate in a way that he's more comfortable from afar. Regarding virtual communication, I'll share a funny story. During one of my courses, we were doing an assignment, something in the sort of like similar to this. One of the teachers was not doing the assignment, and I told her. Then I had to tell her a second time, and she swore, and I'm doing the assignment, I swear to God, yeah. And so I told her, turn around, I'm behind you. So she turned her avatar around, and she saw me standing behind her, so I could see she's not actually doing what we're all doing. So it allows you to be always active in the classroom. If you're a hyperactive student like me, I would not be able to sit in a chair for so long like we ask our students to do, which I'm forced to because I'm an adult and that's my job now. So, but in Fortnite, for example, it allows playfulness, allows being active, allows the students the freedom to basically being there by not always being there. This is one of the examples of the escape room I told you about. The fish is the key, obviously, but in this case, there's a sign which is supposed to be a bit misleading. You can ask anything. This is, of course, basically the primary basis for escape rooms, which students can actually do and build and to tailor their own content. So subject they research about and they create escape room in the topic of their interest. Dina says maybe we should stop expecting students to sit still for 45 minutes rather than dumping them in front of screens. I would agree. I would agree very much with that statement. I think one of the benefits of using gaming in general and online activities is because it provides different forms of engagement and connection between the students. So if Mistina says if you offer an avatar to students, most of them will gladly cooperate and even excel. I think so. I'll be more comfortable digitally representing me online as an avatar, and I'm pretty much an adult, so I would agree. I want to get into this game if we have the time, but before that, I would like to just stop for a second and for any questions that may arise. And after we talked about the how, or basically the why, I want to talk about more of the how, meaning how do you transform this entire metaverse that I just showed you in this fortnight into your English class tomorrow. This is not an easy step, so we're going to go back very much to the beginning and see how we can do it and learn ourselves through basically a resource pool, which I'll just demonstrate, and a nice activity that can relate to an English classroom. So the first thing I want you to understand is regarding the utilization of any game, any digital games, there's no expectation from you as the teacher to be a gaming expert. Leave that to your students. You are the educational leader. You are the authority when it comes to English, the English curriculum. Provide students the space to come to you with a certain type of game or activity they want to perform and see how you can develop it along together with them. Space Team is a really good example because it also allows editing the vocabulary according to the bends, for example. But so now we have established that, yeah, kids are in the metaverse, it interests them, they're learning through it, they're engaging and they're enhancing their language skills with gaming on their own time. Let's explore how we as teachers can also do it or begin to. So I want to talk to you about show you a website of a colleague of mine from the US. Can I share? Yeah. His name is Zach Hertzman. So I'm going to share the link in the chat. I would really recommend subscribing to this to him. This is like one of the only newsletters that I actually am subscribed to or read, basically. And this is a very good he has a very good guide on how to begin with using video game in literature class, in English, in online learning, and also in various topics. What I want to explore here now is in relation to AI, what is called the bad news game. And I will provide the link below, and I would like us all to experience the game for a second. I will just demonstrate how to do it. The bad news game, for example, is a very simple experience that is designed to provide some sort of insight into what it means to spread misinformation or disinformation.
Sorry, Gilad, 10 more minutes.
Yeah. So to start the game, just press, I'll share the website, just press start. And as you go on, you just can, it'll provide you with a text box and a link. Okay. Now this is from Zach Hertzman's website. He also provides lesson plans that is why I also recommend subscribing to his content. So for an example, in this game, our content is aimed at how we can differentiate between reliable and unreliable news information on social media. So discerning between misinformation and disinformation. What is fake news, and also what games can teach us. Regarding skills, we're talking about listening, speaking, also playing, and reading. The thing about video games that is they incorporate a lot of micro reading. When you play a game, you read a lot of one-lines, but there are a lot of them, and aggregated they sum up to a whole lot of text. So let me just share this in the chat. Should have done this earlier. Sorry. I would say this game would be appropriate, I think, for about 8th grade, 9th grade, and above. Okay, I would, of course, all the information I'm showing, I know we don't have a lot of time, so please feel free to email me, and I will gladly send you all the links. So feel free to experiment with this game for 2 or 3 minutes. And now my general question is, how would you think you could utilize this game? How you can incorporate within your current English lessons or lesson plans? Granted, not all of us are teaching 8th grade or above, but I had to make a cut somewhere. So in this game, as you can see, I have a number of followers and popularity. You're here for the position of disinformation and fake news. Is that correct? Yeah, I said that's right. So basically, it asks us to tweet something. I'm not sure if I want to tweet. It compels us. And now we can choose a topic. Every time we choose a topic, we can choose something to tweet. This is like a flat earth thing. If we choose to tweet, we will gain followers, but we will have to work on our credibility. Meaning if we chose to spread some sort of disinformation or fake news, we have to still make people to believe us. And that's the point of the game. And of course, 5 more minutes. Yeah. And now, of course, the most important aspect of this, once you play with the students, is the mediation afterwards. Meaning there needs to be some sort of discussion, some sort of a way to facilitate a way that you will actually demonstrate the skills that you aim for were actually acquired during this experience. It could be a discussion, it can be a text written, a few questions, but the mediation part of every part of teaching with digital games is very important, because you have to basically reflect, have the students reflect on their experience, both as a learner and from what they took from the game itself. So before we finish things up, let's review a few of the comments. Dana said, pupils don't need us for this. They engage with screens all the time. They think about what they see all the time. They're so bored of teaching, talking about social media and gaming. They don't want us to be a part of that world. It is theirs. They want us to teach them. I agree. They do want us to teach them. Do they not want us to be a part of their world? I would say it really needs to be from an authentic place. What children can't relate to is someone being unauthentic. Meaning, if a teacher, for example, in space team, I just told one of a teacher called Autal Kiryati, just show it to your students, ask them how to teach you how to play it. and they were thrilled. So because it gives them agency over the learning process itself, it makes them develop their own learning instead of being just consumers of it. And I think that's one of the great advantages of this process. And if you're not into video games, if it's something that is relevant to you, then yeah, don't use it. A good teacher doesn't have to be a technological one or utilize gaming. He has to be first of all true to himself. But if you come from a place to your students from a place that I don't know nothing about it, perhaps you can teach me. I'm sure they would love to. It also would be a great conversation activity for something like Partani, if you're doing it. So we have 5 more minutes. So I would like to discuss. I will show you, for example, another game. So wait a second. How was your experience with the fake news game? Did you have a go? Please, if you had a go, please share your experiences with it. How do you think it can be involved as part of English studies, for example? If you're talking about misinformation, disinformation, how can I align it to the current curriculum, the revised one, obviously? Thomas.
I'm sure that they'll have time to play in a few more minutes or afterwards, and then they'll be able to relate.
Yeah. So let me just share my final thoughts here. So in the game of, for example, the Space Team is a mobile game. Mobile game is a cooperative game, meaning a group of people have to play together. It is not competitive. They don't play against each other. In this case, they have to perform different actions in order to succeed. So this is basically a review screen of different players. As you can see, if each one has some sort of individual mission. This is where the ship is. If you lose, if you advance, and the game requires each player to announce their command. But whom does he call to? Where does he get instructions from? Then clarity of it all. Howie, I think you actually had an experience with this game.
I played this with you, yeah.
And how was it for you? Do you remember? It was a few years ago, I think.
It was at about 3 in the morning, if I remember. But it was
it was in the middle of the night.
Very interesting. And I think the games are specifically for the high school, the upper level kids. But I definitely think there's room for all sorts of gaming and virtual platforms in all the different ages. Gilad, perhaps start finishing off and
just a final thought. What I love about this game, for example, is all the commands, all the instructions, everything you can see on screen is customizable. So you're able to create all the words, all the commands with words from the curriculum, from the bends, and have your students play your own game using the current curriculum. So if there are any questions, links that you'd like me to send you, any more information, this is my email. You can write it down. Please feel free to send me any questions, any more information you'd like to receive. This has been a very short time to talk about a very wide topic, so I really hope I managed to condense everything into 30 minutes of giving you both theoretical understanding, both a bit of the student's perspective on gaming and metaverse, and as well as the practical tools to research your own path and see how you can do it and learn further.
Thank you very much, Gilad. I have to say just that gaming's not for everybody. We'd like it to be for everybody, but it's not for everybody. Where there's some kids that are so there and so ready for it, and some kids are not. Somebody wrote that perhaps their 14-year-old daughter didn't enjoy it, where there are other kids that are just raving to go, and they learn so much. I was up north this last week where kids, I'm amazed at the level of English that they got to, and they said, we've learned it all from the social media, from gaming, from the YouTube, and it's quite amazing. I'm going to share the screen again. Thank you, Gilad, once again.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Feel free to contact me.
We're now going into different levels. We're going to the elementary, junior high, and high. By the way, the the room amount of people that can be in the room has been fixed. So bring all your friends back from YouTube. Although YouTube has been going very well, feel free to go and look at Anastasia and Alexandra, or Momina, or Lauren and Rebecca. And if you're in high school, go to Mickey and Anna. You are going to be transferred out of this room, and this room will close for a little bit, for a little while, and you'll go into the other rooms. Any questions before you go? Please don't forget to sign up for the raffle, which can be done at the top of the page. If you don't sign up, you can't win. And if you can't win, you'll have to buy the book. So sign up for the raffle. We'll see you guys, all of you.
Howie,
back-
is it possible, sorry to interrupt, is it possible for you to send the link to the high school?
You can, I'll send the link to all the groups, and you can just go in and click that.
Thank
know
you.
what, I can try and send all the links, but it might look all sorts of. It might look all funny. Hang on, no, it's going to look all funny. I'll do it if it comes out. Okay, there we go. It did come out okay. So you can go into the different links. So enjoy. We'll start in the groups in a little while.
שנייה בני עזב, אני מנסה לעשות משהו תוך כדי שאני איתך.
Guys, if you're in this room, it means you haven't gone to the other room where you're supposed to go. So I'm going to put the link again in for you. And please, you should be going into the parallel sessions. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you, and feel free to go into those links. The people in the record rooms are waiting for you.
Hello, I'm looking for the high school.
So click on the link and go to it, please.
High school, hi, enter class, Mickey.
Exactly, that's it.
I didn't
Yeah.
see the
Okay.
link. I'm on that page and I didn't see that link. I mean, I
Thank
see
you.
I can write
I
to
can't
them.
find the link of the elementary school. There isn't a link.
Okay.
Hello?
I'll click it for you now.
I
just
want to
a
go to Anna
second.
Schrock. How do I see I can write to her, but how can I, it doesn't show me that I can link to
It
her.
says enter class above her name.
Enter
It doesn't
class.
say.
Okay.
Uh,
I pressed.
It says
I
enter
will
class
go
for the other
To
one.
the
not for
rooms,
this.
please.
I pressed
Guys,
the
all the links are in the chat.
Gilad.
Which
Hello?
link?
Yes,
Gilad?
I hold it. After that, what we will do?
That is your to everybody the main.
Okay, Gilad. I pressed the picture, the name, and then nothing appears.
And not the name. Above the person's name, it says enter class.
Enter class above the picture.
Yes.
Yeah, enter class. Okay.
Inter
above
class,
it.
not
Okay.
elementary. We want to.
I
high
pressed
school.
the word enter
Hi,
class in.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you go in.
Okay.
I have to
No,
stop this.
what it doesn't exist. Nothing.
No, it's not exist.
I'm trying also to get into the junior high school with no success.
Hello.
I'm listening. I'm just trying to get you in just a second.
Yeah, me
Just
too.
wait 1 second. I'm just going to start the.
Also,
Wait.
I want to get to
Uh,
high school.
Oh, okay. Now I got the picture. Okay.
That is the link. This is the link.
That's the
Okay.
elementary.
No, I want the high school.
Howie,
Guys, it's all on the program.
Howie, how do
Hello?
I get? Sorry.
Okay, guys,
Okay,
we're
high
going
school.
to,
I
You
have
can't
the
enter
high school.
either.
Okay. Vera. Eh,
Okay.
Gilad, am I on the right place?
Which link is the for the this is high school? Okay, thank you.
High school. Is this? Am I in the high school position? Gilad.
No, I'm not.
I want to join high school and I cannot.
Gilad. Hello, Gilad.
Harry, can you share the link again for the high school?
Yeah, again. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So I went to the Quizlet, but I
I
thought,
just sent the link for the high school again.
all right, exactly. I thought it was Quizlet, but I see it's Quizlet. So I'll go back to high school. Okay.
Gilad. Gilad, I pressed the words above the picture. Okay,
Guys,
enter the
all the
enter
links are
class,
in the chat. Please look at the chat and click on the links in the chat.
in the chat. Okay. In the chat. Okay, Zoom. No, junior high school I have. I need the high school. No, junior high school. Gilad, I asked you for high school.
There's a problem with
Oh.
the sound. Anastasia, can you check your internet connection?
High school, which one? Doesn't exist. Gilad? What's going on? High school, Zoom for high school. Wow. I can't see what's going on. Gilad? Hello, Gilad.
Benjamin,
Gilad?
all the links are in the chat. We can't assist you anymore. All the links are in
Well,
the chat.
okay, I shifted to the chat and I didn't find the high school. I found only JH, which is the initials for the junior high school. Sorry, it's not the high school, as far as I can see. I can't hear you. High school, oh. Oh, high school, thank you. You will.
Several words about myself, just to get an idea of who I am. I have a teammate that's teaching English. I moved to Italy 7 years ago and I've been teaching here for over 4 years. But I do remember that I was years ago since Portuguese. And myself was at the age of 16, which is not very early. You can look at the spring now. It was the great numbers of the spring. Because I don't know how it's the great numbers. It's about 8 and 20 spots, 7 and 12. This is about and I don't understand. What do you think? How is it connected to all this college thing that we are speaking about today? And actually, I learned to put the points in the chat. Unfortunately, time for that. So something like the date that I got when first applied And 7 is great for my daughter. And 5 is big for the starting of his first. Not in all the families like that, but still, the system of they younger. So, this is my agenda today. I want to speak very briefly about my story, the problem of the special today, my takeaways, my struggles, and the long inspiration and research and the can. I can project myself as an independent, there's all the information there. So, what is the setting of this story? On the left, you can see my cases. First graders, I school one of the first graders, and then I started learning English this year. Also, there's been quite a bit of joy this term, and going to some less for the kids to school. And 2 weeks ago, we especially the kids and the parents, I think it's a parents' day. This evening was important to celebrate almost the third this year. With the first and the second grade teaching kids. Some of those think I think it's very important to between the best type of the parents. Then we begin at the beginning of introductions, greetings of course, but then we show the video to summarize the year activity in the English lesson. And then the first graders will see some programs and objects connected to the various February, and the second is presented as short reports and rather than see the picture of the parents. Where the technology will also connect to the friends. Now we want to set 80%. Up to that, the children will visit or stations. This station will then link this station, which is the front station. They made it that an 8 star would be decorated and after that they really enjoyed this station. The second station for the companies. The obligations of labor and solving the fields every day function with kids. When the first grade and second grade. And parents really enjoy this experience with the children. And each station was an active form of decorate for station. And you can see the tickets colors for this. And school supplies, he also said the purpose of the kids. It's an intensity and fun and very good and so I'm sure that it's very short to real focus is the actual work. I hope this is quite a lot. Like that.
That's fine. We're just watching at the moment.
هذا كان فكروا الله غير اطلع ما سقطوه
What I would do for another set of hands, really, just another two would do me well. Okay, so I'm just looking to make sure that everyone's leaving the room. Guys, let me just tell them to go. You go to.
Can't hear you.
Now you're on mute for some reason.
No, I'm on mute because I'm telling the other group to come to this group. I
Just close that Zoom and then
Good
open
idea.
it again later. I
Good
closed
idea.
mine.
Very good idea. Consider it closed. Okay. Now they're fluttering around in Google Cloud, and they think, where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Well, you're supposed to be here. We've now with not too much trouble. I mean, it was a lot of trouble, and just because of all the pressures last time, I forgot to mention, and I want to thank and I'm not sure if Sopit's here, but I wanted to hear that we're thanking her, the Division of Technology and Education, the START. I think I always get it wrong, but they helped. Sopit, are you here? I'm just going to make sure that she's here. Sopit, just say something.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good.
Hey,
So I just
how are
want to
you?
thank you. Can you tell us where you're from? Because I always get it wrong.
Yes, we are START, the Division of Technology from the MOE.
Educational Technological Initiative.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
close enough.
חדשנות טכנולוגיה בחינוך.
And
נכון.
MOE,
Exactly.
and
the
MOE
Ministry.
stands for Ministry of Education, if you
נכון.
don't mind.
MOE is the Ministry of Education. So I just want to thank you very much for all that you do for the learning of English in Israel, and thank you for the idea of the deepfake. The deepfake was assisted by ChatGPT, Bard, and a little bit of my humor, and Siona's beautiful presentation. I mean, if anybody was worthy of seeing the Queen alive or dead, and there was no kind of any heartfelt. It was the perfect person. So, guys, there's a break now for anybody who wants to break. There's an entertainment for anyone who wants to entertain others, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. It's basically going to be run with the help of a bit of ChatGPT and your help, and just have to find the right slide. Okay, so I just want to remind you that if you haven't, and it's quite possible that you haven't registered for our amazing raffle at the end of the course, of the end of this event, we have prizes supplied or sponsored by AEL, English Adventure, Eric Cohen, UPP, American Cultural Center, and ETA. And there are amazing amazing things to be handed out.
Where do we register?
The link is in the, Gail will put the link in the chat in another few seconds, I'm sure. The link was, the dialogue with the Queen was DID. The app was called DID, Deepfake. Okay, so what is a meme, you may ask? So a meme is an element of a cultural or system of behavior passed from one individual to another by imitation on other non-genetic means. If you don't want to be here, you should come back in about 20 minutes to hear Tomer. But if you do want to be here and have a bit of a laugh, then stay here. A meme has also become this amazing viral thing, an image, video, piece of text, etc., typically humorous in nature, that is copied and spread rapidly by internet users, often with slight variations. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you to create a meme like this. For example, when the bell rings and the teacher forgot to mention the homework. Whoa, let's go and get the homework. Or, Gail, can you post a link for the raffle, please?
I did, if you scroll up, and I'll post it again.
Okay, and did you really just ask if you have to write in complete sentences, says the little kid, to all teachers that teach elementary school or even junior high? We still hear these questions, these simple questions. So what am I asking you to do? I'm going to ask you to go into this site. Let me just show you how it works. Okay, this is I know it's in Hebrew, don't shout at me. It's in my opinion, it's the best site to create memes. You choose any picture you want. Let's take this picture. You have to add a top sentence and a bottom sentence. For example, Howie, oops, let's do that in English. Howie, and then the bottom line, please speak slowly. Okay, because I have a tendency to speak fast, apparently. Okay, once I've done that, I save it to the computer. Then I go into the next slide, which is this slide, which is a Padlet. And here I'm going to ask you to put up the memes. How do you do that? You click on the plus and you go into the Padlet and you upload the meme. You can just drag it in if you computer literate or like really computer literate. You can add your name if you want, and it will automatically be uploaded to the Padlet. However, I do have to tell you that we do have a censor board just to make sure that everything that goes through the Padlet is just looked at. We're not trying to do, I just want to make sure that things are clean enough for today's session, if you know what I mean. I don't think I'm recording this for some reason. No one reminded me.
How are you going to send us the links to the site?
I'm
and
going
the
to send you all
Padlet?
the links, of course.
Thank you.
So just for those of you that have just joined the recording, we are now doing memes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the first link in the chat, or you can just scan it with your phone. You can do it via the phone or via the chat. So that is the link to the GH Falafel, and it is, or Hafalafel, and it is an amazing meme, and we are waiting for your memes in the Padlet, which I'm going to share the link now in the chat as well.
I'm sorry
And
for
can you remind me
interrupting,
to
but I cannot see any picture in the link.
What do you mean?
It asked me to upload a picture from my computer. I
No,
don't
you
have,
don't have to. You've got different options. You can scan a picture. You can scan any of the pic. You can upload a picture, or you can use the picture from your computer.
it doesn't allow me to see any picture in the site. I don't know
Are
why.
you using a Rimon or one of the
No.
Apple computer maybe?
No.
Oh, then it should work. Okay. I'm going to ask you to refresh the screen. Go in again. Is anyone else having the same problem?
No, it's all good.
Okay, so Rachel, do you want to share your screen and just show us what happened? No, not Metal. No, not Metal. Share your screen. Rachel, share your screen. Guys, the only way we'll see your meme is if you upload it to the Padlet. The links are in the chat. Okay, some first memes are coming up. Amazing. No, if Metal, it's really fine. Rachel, are you sharing your screen? No. Okay, we're waiting for you. Feel free, if this meme is just too much for you, you can feel free to add a limerick if you want. You can go into ChatGPT, Bard, write a limerick about teaching, EFL. If you want me, I'll show you. We're just waiting for Rachel to share the screen just to see what's happening.
Are we wearing to the Padlets?
Hello.
Padlet, I'll put in the chat again.
Hello.
Rachel, there seems to be a problem with the computer. It's not sharing the screen properly.
Sorry, how do
Mr.
I save this meme?
Save it by saving it on your computer.
Okay, and then?
Hello, Mr. Gordon. I started typing the details for getting the prize, and I couldn't. I finished, but they asked me to write the address. I'm sorry, but they didn't let me to write the address. I don't know
Okay,
why.
so you don't need to write the address. If it doesn't work, this is just an experiment for a bit of entertainment. If it doesn't work, it's really fine. It's not compulsory. Those that manage will upload it and we'll have a laugh. If we don't manage to get it, it's okay. At the moment, we've got about 40. No, I'm lying. About 20 good things. And I'm saying they're good because I haven't even looked at them yet. And I'm going to show you a highlight of Padlet, which Padlet announced about 2 or 3 months ago. I'm not sure if you know this, but we're going to do it. I'm just amazed how many of them are coming in.
So what do you just to do?
I suggest that you make a cup of coffee if it's not working and just wait for the fun part to come. It's going to happen any second.
You're optimistic.
I am. And the coffee will be tasty, I'm sure.
Thank you very much for the suggestion.
Harry, which mem site do I use?
Sorry? Lily, what did you say?
Which mem site do I use?
Which meme site? I'll put the link in the chat again.
Yes.
Ovi, the second link is to the Padlet.
Padlet. The first link, the second link now is to the meme. The first link is to the Padlet. I'll put them both in again.
How do you upload to the Padlet?
Are you on your phone or your computer?
Laptop.
Laptop?
On the
You
laptop,
you just drag it into the Padlet.
You just drag it.
Resend the Padlet, the site for the Padlet.
Sure.
Thank you.
And can I ask people to stop leaving the session? Otherwise, you're going to keep missing.
Can I ask something, please?
Sure.
How can we join later when the other two sessions, and another one?
We're going to re-put the links in the chat again.
You are going to do it. Okay. There is no way to register now or something.
You don't need to register. Noam, thank you. I'm not sure who you are. But thank you for this. I'd like to check it. I've never heard it, where you can play a meme-based game with your students. That's amazing. Thank you very much. I also want to learn at these sessions. So this is really, I'm going to look at it later on and try. Okay, guys.
How can I
yes.
upload my picture on Padlet?
Just drag it into the Padlet, or you can click Add Picture Padlet. The best thing is to just drag it into the Padlet. Someone's making a noise. I'll just mute them. Okay, so another 2 minutes and I'm closing the option of the Padlet share.
Oh my God, I wish we could save that Padlet. How it's so funny.
First of all, you're not supposed to give away secrets yet. And that I'm never going to close this Padlet. You've got access to it 24/7.
I have to save this. It's really funny. I love it.
But you're giving away, Okay, guys, I'm now going to share the Padlet screen. If you're still going on, it's great. Now I'm going to show you something amazing with Padlet. I don't know if you knew this.
Can I interview Howie just 1 minute before you finish?
Sure.
You can save the Padlet as a PDF.
I know, but I'm going to leave it as a Padlet because
okay.
apparently they're very funny.
You can, and you can send it to everyone if they want.
You're right. Yeah. Okay, guys. So am I sharing the right screen? Let me just check. Share the screen. So what I love about Padlet is you used to have to double click on each picture to make to see what's going on. Padlet has got a presentation mode. Look at this. Okay, smile, you've been memed. Why are there only two? What's going on? Let's go back. Why is it only showing me two?
Now how we refresh, there's a lot. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just refresh it. Oh, there we go, 57. Okay, guys, so when your students confuse there, and there, it's their Kane situation, okay? It's there. Avital, can you did I read it incorrectly?
You did. It's when the teacher has spelling mistakes.
Oh. Okay. Ivanti, sorry. If I
No,
miss
it's okay, it's okay.
no meme comes to mind. Help. Hang in there, buddy. June the 20th I'd imagine is near. It's 7 in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, guys, I'm closing the microphones because we have to go through this at the moment. If you didn't manage, it's really fine. We're just absorbing all that we can right now. Okay, the minute I remembered, I still have another Zoom after this one, and I hope it's not the second session. Okay, teacher, September the 1st. Gail, I'm making you co-host just to. Thank you. Okay, and Daphne, I'm making you co-host. If you could just, if people open the mics, just shut them. Okay, next we're going on. No panic, it's the end of the year. Teach in the morning, a teach in the end of the day. When is pension? What did I ever do to receive this sentence? I'd imagine the sentence of a teacher. What if I told you lining up at the door does not make the bell ring faster? I love that. Speak in English, the universal translator is broken. But where is the link to the Zoom in, Zoom out session? True. Use ChatGPT. Someone's asking me how we speak slower, please. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness, I won the lottery, says every teacher. My kids, when I'm in Zoom, Mommy, can I have a biscuit? To meme or not to meme? I love this. This is the question. That is the question. That's it. Only 4 weeks to go, says every elementary teacher. With the high school teachers, it's a bit less. 400 words pilot list. I think that should be 400 words the band list. Or is that the pilot list? September the 1st, June the 1st. Please, please, don't give us homework. Ginger Kitty, please, just one more. I'm not sure what was missing there. When there's a will, there's a way. I can make it. I can do this meme. Oh, not another word quiz, Kahoot. Hey, guys, she asked us. I know. Please, me. I know. Me. Please, choose me. ChatGPT can plan my lessons. Ooh. What? Write an essay with a pencil and paper? Are you out of your mind? Thank you, Maya, from the new generation, the digital natives of today. I just finished explaining this for the 10th time. Wow, it's wonderful. The eyes tell everything. I'm not sure what's written in Arabic, but the eyes tell everything.
It's a name.
Sorry?
It's a name of a person.
Okay.
The one who designed it.
Thank you. ChatGPT, what?
No, it's not. No, not exactly. They wrote Dana Galban. I am tired.
I'm tired. Okay.
Something
So
like
it's like an Egyptian accent.
Okay.
Okay.
Band 3 without translations or synonyms. This is worthless, absolutely worthless. Great. Hannah, give up. Oh, I give up. Hannah obviously battled with the meme. Of course you don't have to hand it in. It was just for me, the homework. When the teacher only speaks in English, like, hello? Are you seriously asking me to teach summer school? Today is June the 30th. Artificial intelligence, don't take our job, please. Please don't give us homework. 2 Zooms for today. Guys, I hope it's not the 2 sessions. It's 1 Zoom. If you've got another Zoom, that's your problem, but it's only 1 Zoom. Here is the homework to enjoy your summer vacation. Teacher, I'm too busy to do homework. We're almost done. Yes, only 13 more to go. My dear SpongeBob, breathing underwater is nothing compared to ChatGPT. That's what's called the snowball effect. The AI does it all. Really? Summer vacation is almost here. Yes! In winter clothing. What an amazing sight. All you need is low. I don't know if that's love spelled incorrectly or low. All you need is laugh out loud. What would you do when you realize that your people use ChatGPT when doing your homework? Yatzata tzaddik. Sense of humor? What do you mean? Yes, again, he, she, it, add the S to the verb. Okay, I'd imagine we've got more. I'll just check. No, don't worry. Summer vacation is only a month away. Who says teaching is stressful? I'm 40 and I feel great. It's nice. And I zoomed in too much. Help me zoom out. Okay, let's just check if we got a few more. If we did, that's great. Oh, we did. We got a few more. Let's just go backwards. I think we have to go all the way to the beginning. Yeah. Please, some strength. Is that the lady that arrived at the beach? What was her name? Dana? I don't remember her name.
Julia.
Julia. The year's almost over. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're returning the books.
Almost.
Sorry, Howie, is it a new configuration in the Padlet to do the slideshow?
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing now.
Can you show us how to enter the presentation?
Wow, I did it. Howie, I do not get it. Howie, I think now I got it. Howie, I get it. I thought that was what the last line said. Od chodesh lechofesh, says Neta. Another month to freedom. Ask, can I go to the bathroom? I don't know. Can you? I love that. May I go to the bathroom? When the teacher says this will be on the test. How many more days until June the 20th? Said no elementary school teacher. It's almost the end of the year. Yay. Teacher, when you ask the class any questions and the question is, can I go to the bathroom, teacher? You're so mean. Okay, you are a queen. I'd imagine you're talking about somebody. When you find out that your camera has been open the entire time, and I think that's where we were before. Okay, so how did I get to that in Padlet? It's very simple. On the right-hand side, you've got an arrow for play. Over here on the right-hand side, and you just click on that.
Oh, that's
hello?
cool.
Okay, Benjamin, last
hello?
question. Yeah.
Yeah, would you like to give us the link for the
definitely the link is still the same link. It's still the same link
for the prize.
I will. I'll give you
everything is in the chat and in the WhatsApp group.
It doesn't appear in the chat.
I'll put it in now again.
For the raffle?
Yeah, for the raffle. Guys,
Okay.
Thank you for that. Memes are great ways to end off, sometimes to take takeaways from lessons, sometimes to ask them what did they, and I just sent that to one person and not just everybody, sorry. The link in the chat is now from the Padlet, and Gail will put in the link for the raffle. So we've got another 4 minutes to go to, or for the end of the school year. By the way, kids know memes, they know it very well. They see memes in TikTok and all the Instagrams all the time, and it's great sometimes to laugh with them. There's nothing wrong with having a bit of fun in the classroom. Okay, we're going back to our site, and we are a few minutes away from Tomer. We've got 4 minutes. Take time to just do a breather, stretch. Maybe we'll do some DJ Rafi while we wait. Feel free to do.
Howie, hi, how are you? How are
Hi,
everyone?
hi, Yasmin.
Hi, someone in the chat just wrote something about you singing for the rest of the 3 minutes.
No, they didn't write that.
Someone for the entertainment something. I just scrolling.
We're not. I thought you were going to sing during the entertainment. No, that's
Howie,
next.
can I ask
next
a
time.
question? Howie, just a
Charmaine.
question. Hi, Howie.
Hi.
Question, somebody wrote in the chat, does it work on your cell phone? So I'm asking the same question.
What does what work on the
excellent
cell phone? The falafel?
The meme activity,
Yes,
the excellent
yes, it
meme
works on the cell phone.
Because, okay, so I didn't manage to do it, so I sent my meme to your WhatsApp.
That's
Sorry.
fine. It's fine. It's a
I
little
have a
bit.
question, Howie.
Just
please.
hang on. It's a little bit more difficult to move from the meme to the Padlet, but it does work. I managed today. Ms. Dina.
Why I asked, because it's a brilliant activity in class. That's why I'm
Great,
asking.
great. Okay,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Dina, last question, because you want to
Yeah,
give
it's
Tommy
Miss
all his.
Dana, and yes,
Miss
I
Dana,
would
sorry.
like to ask, do you know of any other meme activity that has more kosher pictures for the religious sector?
Very good question. And yes,
Because my kids would love it, you know, in all our schools, yeshivot and ulpanot, but the problem is the
yes.
picture.
So what I suggest you do both in Canva and in Google Slides, you can create your own template for memes, and then have them put any picture they want, where they upload a modest picture from their computer. But I'm not sure of a meme site where the pictures are more modest, but you could go into meme sites, download, let's say 20, obviously taking into account Zchuyot Yotzrim, making sure that you're allowed to use them, and then they do that. Let them do the pictures that suit you. Okay, guys.
Thank
so
you very much.
Pleasure. I'm really extremely happy to open up the session with Tomer Baratz. Tomer, if you can just raise your hand, your digital hand. So
yeah,
I'm not singing, but
can you hear me?
I can hear you and I can see you, and I'm making you co-host.
Can you see them digging in my ears?
Who in your ear?
No, you know, the two fingers, they're digging in my ears. I try to be cool, you know.
Yes, they are digging in your ears.
An AI picture, and that's what.
Yeah, I was wondering how you can hear us with these fingers
they're
in
not
your
allowing
ears.
me to. First of all, good evening, everyone. I'll try to make the best out of the next 30 minutes of ours. My name is Tomer Baratz. Actually, I teach mainly civics and history, and I have the honor to teach with Shermian, who has spoke like a minute ago, and Ruth and Michal.
Hi, Tomer. The honor is mine.
So, but before we begin, I see that we have 430 teachers here, except me, right?
Teachers, inspectors, college lecturers, counselors, and
you know what? When Sophie told me that I'm about to meet online like hundreds of teachers, she really meant hundreds of teachers. So yes, it's great. How do you have the poll? I asked Sophie to.
Yes, I do. I'm going to bring it up now.
So let's, first of all, thank you. Let's get to know, because I can get to know each and every one personally. So let's start with a poll. Let's see how we and about our relations with artificial intelligence. So take a few seconds and let's see.
The polls are in Hebrew. I'll just translate them. The first one is your relationship with AI. You've heard about it a lot, but you've never tried. You've heard about it a little and you want to learn more. You really like to play it, but it's not, you don't have much use for it.
Chaim Sheli. You can translate it.
And I jumped in for my Chaim Sheli, my kapara, my life.
Yes.
Chamudi.
Yes.
And the second question is your relationship with the Eneshut. What's Eneshut? Mankind. Mankind and AI. Is it will help us or it will hurt us? And it's either or.
Okay. So let's give you like 20 more seconds and try to see the results together. Okay, so it's a second. Sorry. Okay, 1 second. Okay. I think we can end the poll. It's like almost a minute and a half. So
okay, we've only got half the amount of people.
Oh, I see. It's only yes. Why?
No, because they're still voting, but they're still.
Okay. So we'll give it a time. We have we have enough time. It's okay.
Maya suggests that people could use any translation to copy, but to translate the survey, but it can't be copied, unfortunately. So,
Yes.
I mean, you could screen capture and so on. Okay, I'm ending the poll, Tomer, and we can
Yes.
see.
Okay, thank you.
See what.
So,
let's share the results.
So let's see. So I see that most of us, like 75 out of 226, are actually they're familiar with AI, but they still want to learn more. And I see that we have like 15% that they're in it. Okay, they're living at AI, they use it very often, and it's nice. Okay, so what I'm about to do today, I think I'm going to give a summary about AI. I think you heard at least part of it, maybe. And I think that correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that English teachers had the most webinars about AI since it started. I think.
Absolutely. I think they've had the most webinars since yesterday, but that's
okay.
yes, you're right.
Okay. If you say so, I believe you. Okay, so can you co-host me, please?
You are co-host.
Thank you. Okay. So, all right. Okay, so I'm Tomer Baratz. I'm 40. I live in Petah Tikva since 2 months ago, and I'm still alive. Teach civics and history for 12 years. I'm doing my first steps as an English teacher in Maskeret Batya. And let's move on now. We've done the voting. Okay, so we've updated the voting, and we do know that most of us, like somewhere around 70%, are already familiar with AI and they want to learn more, and it's nice. Okay, so wait a second. So every time I'm asked to give a lecture or a lesson about AI, I go and ask ChatGPT what's exactly AI, because every time it gives me a different definition. So I went to ChatGPT to try to see if there's something new about it. Plus, I started asking Bard also. And Bard is the Google ChatGPT. Okay, if you don't know it yet. And you know what? I'm not going to give you the slide. Let's just go to the source. That's the definition I wrote. That's the question I wrote ChatGPT like 3 hours ago, I think. Okay, and that's what he wrote. Now, I think 1 month ago, sentence number 4 wasn't a part of the definition. So it updates itself, each and every time. Now, if you check Bard, for example, if I'm too fast, number 4 says that there are 2 kinds of AI: narrow AI and general AI. Okay. Now, if you ask Bard, for example, so you see that he gives you a different definition. Okay? It's similar, still it's a little bit different. For example, it doesn't say anything about narrow AI. So, and if you regenerate your prompt every second, every minute, it will give you a different answer. It will give you a different definition. And it's important to do it, and it's important to understand it, because usually today, students and us, if we wanna get a clear definition of something, we go and check Wikipedia. That's what we do, or at least 80% of us. And I think we can no longer stay with the same definitions, because we need to update them and keep them updated as we can. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about AI, because everyone speaks about AI only since November 30th, the last year, when ChatGPT emerged. But actually, we were way deep in AI a lot before. So there's a very short YouTube video of Google, okay? And it tells us exactly where AI actually works in our everyday life. Okay, so let's take 3 minutes. Let us take 3 minutes, and we'll move on.
Every day, AI helps.
Just a second.
We can hear it.
I think I didn't share the sound. I think.
We can hear it, Tom. We can hear it.
Yes, now you can. Wait a second.
Lives, jobs, transportation, education, health, and more, maybe even without them realizing it. Here's some examples of AI in action on a typical day. In the morning, a teenager wakes up and uses facial recognition to unlock her phone. She scrolls through social media feeds to see what's new. Then she asks the voice assistant on her phone what the weather is going to be like that day so she knows how to dress for school. A college student uses an app on his phone to deposit a birthday check from his grandmother. He takes a photo of the check, and the app automatically reads the handwriting to figure out the amount. It then deposits it into his account. Meanwhile, a younger student uses a different app that is teaching her a new language. The app listens to what she says and can recognize what she's saying even if she makes mistakes. The app then gives her personalized feedback on her pronunciation. At the same time, a person gets in their car to go to work, and the navigation system plans the fastest route based on current traffic. In the car, they listen to a music streaming service, which already knows what types of songs they like based on what they listened to before. When a factory worker arrives at her job, she sees that, as usual, humans and robots are both assembling cars. The robots do some of the more dangerous or repetitive tasks, like welding or painting. AI helps the robots recognize the tools they need to pick up or check parts to make sure they have been cut exactly right. When the cars are completed, computers help manage inventory and plan efficient shipping routes to deliver them around the world. Now, meet a farmer who's checking on her crops. She notices that some of her plants look unhealthy. She pulls out her smartphone and uses an app to take a photo of the leaves. The app can detect crop disease and also identify harmful insects. The app identifies the problem and recommends treatment. A surgeon is using AI to help make a medical diagnosis for a patient, and then a robot helps her perform a successful surgery. Afterwards, she goes to visit patients in a nursing home, where robots gently lift seniors in and out of bed and help them move around. In the meantime, a traveler needs to book a flight to another city. An automated customer service chatbot helps him book his ticket on the phone. Once he's on board, Autopilot flies the plane for much of the flight. AI is even used in space. On the International Space Station, an astronaut talks to a free-floating robot that helps with chores and does jobs that are risky for humans. Now that you've learned about how other people use AI every day, think about how you use it. Spend a few minutes thinking about this question. What are 3 ways that you or someone you know uses AI? The video you just watched is part of a lesson that helps people learn about AI. To see the entire Discover AI in Daily Life lesson, visit the Applied Digital Skills website. The full lesson discusses some benefits and challenges of AI, helps you use AI to make a set of learning language flashcards, and guides you through some fun AI activities. Every day, AI helps.
No.
Every day, AI helps people.
Okay, so the great breakthrough, although we had AI in our lives, the great breakthrough came to our life when ChatGPT came to our life. And since ChatGPT has emerged, I made him my personal digital assistant. Okay, and at the beginning it was quite weird. Okay. I'll tell you, for example, that once I wanted to create a multiple choice quiz about Bantu for my students. So I asked the chat to rewrite it, to rearrange it, to use another different words, and he did it. And after 20 minutes of chatting with him, he gave me this amazing, flawless quiz. And I gave it to my students, and they were like, they were circling the correct answer and stuff. And then Omer, one of my cutest students, he comes to me and he says, Omer, בעברית, כאילו, זה נשמע יותר טוב, יש מצב שהכל א'? ככה, כזה. And whoa, okay. I forgot to write it, to ask him to shuffle the order of the correct answers. So he just gave A. And another student, Aya, came in class. She had some issues that day. She wasn't focused. She had something outside. And I told her, you know, we have a quiz today. So and she was amazed. She was shocked. She almost cried, but well, we got it. She calmed down and okay, do whatever you can. So she sat down. She finished in I think in 1 minute. She just circled. She made A's. It was all A's, and she got 100. Okay, because she guessed the correct answer. Now, when I realized the powerful assistant that ChatGPT can give me, I forgot about that. I guess you've seen this slide somewhere, and if you haven't, it's amazing. That's why I keep using it, because here you can see the time in month that ChatGPT reached 100 million users. Now, not Spotify, TikTok. It took it 9 months to get to 100 million users, and ChatGPT, it took it for only 2 months. So it's amazing, and we need to understand how powerful and it has a huge impact on our lives. Of course, not just in education, but everywhere. Now, but as I said before, when I started realize the potential, the amazing potential of ChatGPT was when actually ChatGPT saved my students' Bagrut. Now, not because he copied or cheated. Okay, now I teach civics at an ultra-Orthodox yeshiva, okay, online, and we have a student named Yoav. Never mind, it's not his real name, but Yoav made Aliyah from France, I think 1 year ago, and his Hebrew is, Hebrewish. I don't know how you say French and Hebrew together, but it's הוא לא ממש יודע עברית כל כך וצרפתית וזה, usually he sits with someone who speaks French and he helps him understand. But he had a lot of difficulties teaching civics and he wasn't there. And I tried to find some solutions and I understood that it's just, we're losing him. So I took I had a summary of all the things they needed to know to pass the Bagrut, and I tried my luck with Google Translate, and I asked Google Translate to translate the entire summary, and he said that he can't because it's above 3,900 tabs. So I went to ChatGPT. And I took all the summary and I put it in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT in 30 minutes gave me a great translation to French. Wow. And I sent the translation to Yoav, and he passed the Bagrut with 75. Okay, so and his French was great because I asked Shermi. Shermi speaks fluent French, and she said it's great. And I sent it to another friend of mine, and he also told me that it's readable. You can read it. You can understand something.
If you like, I can add the anecdote that I thought that you were giving a speech somewhere, and it was so, I would say, 99% perfect, that I just corrected some some stylistic issues, and then he explained to me that in fact it was done by ChatGPT, and I was amazed.
Yeah.
Yes, and ever since. Suddenly he started joining our class online. He wasn't there. Okay, so and now I guess some of you have already heard that the first experiments in humans and AI are being conducted. Okay, because I think I don't remember the exact name of the company of Musk. They got approval to start with experiments in human, okay, to put them an AI chip, okay, so it can help, of course, for medical purpose. It can help people. He wants that it will help people people who are paralyzed, okay. It will help them move their hands, maybe express themselves better, and it actually starts to work. And it's very, very hard to keep up. Let's say that if like a year ago, we started to keep up with technology. I think that ever since AI is in our lives, we can't do it. But still, I want to recommend something. Okay, which helps me a lot. I don't know if you're familiar with the catalog of Machon Mofet. Okay, Machon Mofet has a great AI catalog, so I want to show it just for a second. Okay, and I'll send you the link, of course. So that's their catalog, and it has a lot of AI tools. You can use it, of course, for education or for anything else. And I'm trying to every once in 3 or 4 days, I'm trying to check if there's something new. Okay, so I'll send it to you and do it yourself. Okay. Okay, let's move on. So I'm being asked a lot. I was asked actually, I think 3 times this week. What can we actually do with AI in class and how it supposed to change the way we teach or the way students learn in class? So I'll give you 4 principles, I think basic principles, and I believe that it will develop and it develops now. It's developing now. So 4 basic principles if you want to use ChatGPT or AI in class. First of all, I think that our new purpose, our new goal in teaching with AI is to specify our prompt. Okay, students need to be accurate as they can, and our goal as teachers is to help them to be accurate, to teach them terms, to teach them language that can help them write better prompts. Okay, so I think that's the first principle I use in class. The second one is to document drafts in learning. Okay, we need to students don't need to hide the fact that they're using ChatGPT, I think. Okay, if you've done it, okay, just say it. Okay, say the truth, and it's okay. It's not wrong, but you need to show me that you actually have learned something from that. So show me what you've written. Okay, show me your draft, how it got better and better. And let's see what you can learn from it. Okay, don't hide it, use it. The third principle I use is the sandwich model. It's not mine, it's Methodika's. If you know Methodika, the Methodika page on Facebook, and if you don't know, okay, look for it. They have some amazing tips for organization, for organization learning. So it goes like this. The sandwich model actually says that you always need to check what ChatGPT or any AI tool gives you. Okay, you can't leave it. You can't use it as is. You always need to say what you think. You always need to check if it's right or wrong, if it's correct or not. And you must. Let's say someone must be involved in it, and also, when we use it in class, okay, if you use ChatGPT, okay, and it gave you the answer. So, what do you think about it? What's your opinion? Okay, do you agree? Do you disagree, and why? Would you like to suggest any other ideas that the chat didn't give you?
Tomer, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Whoa, 10 minutes. Oh, okay. So we must run faster. Okay, and the fourth principle, I think that if we want to teach something which is not on ChatGPT or any AI tool, is us. Okay. For example, if I'll open a notebook, like let's say in 2 years, and so I would like to see, like, if there's something written inside, I would like to see the student's opinion, for example, and I would like to see it on the test. For example, we've studied something in civics, okay? The right for equality, the right for freedom. Okay, so what? Howie Gordon thinks about it. So what does Tomo think about it? What Hulud think about it? Okay, and try to get the students more involved, to get them to listen to their friends, to be a better listeners. And I think that's a great purpose. If we're talking about SEL, S-E-L, like social emotional learning, in the era of AI, so I think that's it. Being focused on what happens in class, because we already know, and the COVID-19 taught us that maybe the unique value of schools today is not what we teach in terms of in terms of content, but it's the meeting with students and what comes out of it. Okay, so what's your story? I want to introduce you to a very amazing tool called Story Wizard. And I ask you, because we have only a few minutes left, I ask you all to get inside storywizard.ai. Okay, just Google it. Okay, I'm going to show you what it's like. Wait a second. What you're about to see is this story. Now, that's a great tool I got to learn. And what I want you to do now, okay, I want you to create your own AI story. Okay. Now, if you can see that it's very, very intuitive. Okay, you click this button on Create Story. It will ask you to sign in with your Google account, so do it. And then you'll have to create your own short story. Click the button. Choose the character, your main character, for example, animal, and I'll call him, there we go. Let's say an elephant. Okay. I'll give him the name Tomer, and for example, I want Tomer to have a great adventure with AI. An elephant named Tomer went to school to study about AI in biology. He had a great adventure. And now, of course, it's a very short one. Okay, you can write longer ones, and it would be a longer story. Yeah, and now, what I want you to do, after you've written your prompt, okay, get creative as much as you can. Okay, then you click Finish, and it will take like 1 minute. It will take Story Wizard 1 minute to create your own story. Now, it gives us, okay, it will take us like 1 minute, but because we don't have enough time, so I want to show you what comes out of it. Now, there's a story I've written like, a second. You can see that's a story I've written about a raccoon named Pete and his AI adventure. I enter the story, and as you can see, it generates a whole new story based on what I wrote. And you can see the pictures, okay? And it's like, you decide what level it is. And at the beginning, sorry, at the end, it's a long one, because the adventure is too long. Okay, no, it's way too long. Never mind. So what I ask you to do now, get inside storywizard.ai, create your own story, and after you're done, please upload your story to this Padlet I'm sending to you right now. Just please write. Just see how I wrote it. Just a second. You see, write the topic of the story and write your name and add your link, and let's see what comes out of it. Go ahead. Take yourself 2 minutes, and I'm waiting for your stories.
Tomer, there's a question. Can you ask it to level the story? Can you ask it to level the story like in ChatGPT? Can you respond to that?
Look, I've created, I think, 3 or 4 stories with this app. So
can you change the level of the story like
yes.
in ChatGPT?
Okay, yes. First of all, you can, and I think what changes the level is 2 things. First of all, you can ask him to change the level, but plus you can get your prompt more complex, and when you add more words, it gets more complex. So if you want like a longer story with more words and more vocabulary, so you need to add words to your prompt. Okay.
Sorry,
Now I think
you-
I think that me and Sofit we had a conversation with the developers of Story Wizard. Okay, and it's supposed to be and you're supposed to be able to do it for next year. Plus, if some of you want to actually use it in class, they're also on Geffen. So just get to know it. Please, I would like you to add the don't send me the links for the story here. And thanks. Studentina learns the hard way. Nice. Who wrote it?
Merav.
Merav Asaf. I'm sorry. I see. Yes, Merav. Thank you. So I'm waiting for your stories. Let's take ourselves like 3 minutes to upload the stories here.
We've only got 2 minutes, Tomer. Sorry.
So okay. So make sure. I wanted to show you that you can actually do the same activity with students. And the second thing I wanted to show you, and that's then I'm over, Howie, I promise. Wait a second. Okay. If you enter Story Wizard, you have here, see at above, you will see Teacher's Hub. You can press it. And then as a teacher, you can create an assignment. And you can give an assignment to your class, and they don't need Google entrance or anything. Okay, for example, you see view the assignment, you give them this code, they can copy it, and you can track their work. Okay, you can see, for example, I've started the work. You can see my prompt when I write it. Okay, here you can only see until you have only 5, but they said that in 2 or 3 months that it's going to be 40. You can have 40 students, so you can actually see what they're doing, and you can show you can show their work or their stories. You can share their stories with the entire class if you would like. So actually that's pretty cool. But just play with it and see how it works. And if you have any more questions, okay. You can ask me. I'll give Howie and Gail. I'll give you my email. You can send me whatever you want, and I'll send you afterwards a Google form if you want to get any more details about this platform. So we can do it also. And let's see what we have on. Oh, nice. Let's start to get.
Wow! Look at that.
Yes, it's. And think of the possibility that students can actually read what their friends wrote and give them to grade to give their opinion, to suggest other endings of the story. So
Tomer, I'm sorry, but we have to.
That's okay. I'm done. That's it.
But thank you. That was amazing, inspirational. As a big fan of Story Wizard, I'm waiting for them to say, well, it's actually free, but we'll have to wait for that. So guys, I'm just going to share the screen again just to show you what's happening now. We're now moving into the second parallel session, and I'm reminding you of the raffle afterwards. Don't forget to come back for the raffle. We've got Yahel and Dua in the elementary. We've got Marlene and Zvi, Ran Resnick in the junior high, and we've got Sigalit and Avital in the high school. Please go to the links. The links, are we going to share the links again, or people manage the links to the high school? Okay, I'll share the link.
Send, it'll be lovely.
Okay.
Can you send the link for the junior high school, please, again?
Yeah. So
thank you.
Here's the elementary. Here is
high school.
Junior high. I'm sharing it once, guys. Once only.
Yeah.
And here is the
high school as well.
High school as well.
Okay,
and that
junior.
is you should know where to go by now.
No, junior. No, there is no high school.
It's there. It's there. High school's the last one. Benjamin, it's there.
That's one. Put it again, sir. Sorry. Please.
Okay, it's there. I'm not sending it again. It's there right in front of you.
So Howie,
And
we're leaving this room and
you're
going
leaving
into
this
the
room and you're coming
relevant-
back again for the
Okay,
raffle.
bye for now.
Right. Okay, guys, they are.
Vale, pues no שומעים אותי, נכון? שומעים? I missed it. Like, do we have a break now? No, לא שומעים אותי.
שומעים אותך. We don't have a break. It's the second parallel session. Please look at the program. It's all there.
I missed it, sorry.
Have a look at the program. It's all there
Again.
in the chat.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Again.
Is it the place for the high school? Hello?
No, it's for elementary.
Elementary. Wow. Sorry. Shit. Shit.
Benjamin, do you want me to send you the link in the chat?
Hello? Can you shift me to the
Benjamin, I just shared the link directly to you. It's with you. Have a look in the chat.
chat? Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Stay with me, please.
Endless. It can be
High school, right?
time and
Join.
English classes, not only to promote speaking, but also to make
Oh,
We're back, believe it or not. Did you miss us, anyone? Okay, so I know we lost a few teachers. I mean, we didn't lose them. They just went to another Zoom. That's, I think, what they were complaining about earlier on. We'll just wait for the last people to come. And the registration is going to end in 2 minutes. If you haven't registered for the
So
raffle,
you
I'm going to
can
put...
do a countdown, Howie, as you
Nachon.
always do.
We'll do a countdown. I'm just going to put the link final time in the chat. If anybody hasn't registered, please register now so that you can win a prize. And then we're going to do the raffle. I do want to say thank you to the team. I'm not going to mention any names, but the Zoom in, Zoom out team that we've worked for quite a few months about this. And I really think that interesting topics. And as Tomer and Gilad said, AI is something that's here. I've got to start recording. No one reminds me, I've got to do this all by myself. Just remind me to record.
Howie, anyway, since you are waiting and we are waiting, so I think it is in place to thank the committee, the organizing committee, and we have time for that. So I'm reading the names of the committee one by one. So we have Gail Singer, we have Howie Gordon right here. We have Maha Al-Wadat, we have Barry, we have Rachel Tal, we have Medalale, we have Inbal Negbi, who's not here, and we have, on top of everything, we have Sofit. So I think everybody is here. Did I mention everybody or did I forget someone?
You did. And you, of course, you didn't mention yourself.
But did I forget someone?
I don't think so. We'll watch the recording and we'll see.
Or I'll get comments who I forgot.
Okay, so guys, what we're going to do for the next 10 seconds is we're going to count down and the list will be closed. I'm just going to share the screen so you can see that we've got, we've got 475 people that have registered. I'm just going to make sure that we don't have anyone that's written twice. Just that wouldn't be fair. Let's see. No, I think it's fine. Looks fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to go into the site one more time, and please, while I'm putting the names into the wheel of names, which will take me a few seconds, it's enough time for you to click here and go into the zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Oops, that's not good. Oops, somebody deal with it. Gail, can you open that? That's not good.
No.
I'm not sure who, if someone has to open this. Okay, we'll open that as soon as we can. In the meantime, I'm going to take all the names and we're going to count down from 10 to close the raffle. 10, 9, 8, 7. Thank you, Rhonda, for counting with me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not accepting any more responses. Let's just edit this. No more responses. We've got enough. Oh, sorry if you missed it. Okay, so I'm going to take all the names, which I had it here a second ago, and I'm going to put them in a, oh, lots of names, in a word wheel. Is Gail here with us? Just checking that. I'm not sure if I can do it. Okay.
Names.
Okay, so I'm going to take the names and I'm going to put them in a wheel of names and I'm going to throw them all in, and takes a few seconds.
William, here if you need a co-host.
No, I don't need a co-host. This form is closed.
Okay.
Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so believe it or not, we've
the feedback form, I'll open it.
Okay, thank you. So we've got all your names in here. 100% sure. I am recording just to make sure that I'll have this information. So we have 6 different prizes. The first 5 prizes are books. Please, let me just say at the outset that if you're an elementary teacher and you won a book with a company that only deals with high school, please give us the benefit of the doubt that we'll swap you. There are 5 book prizes from the most amazing publishers that I've said before. I'll just say them one more time. And that is the AEL, English Adventure, ECB, UPP, and American Cultural Center. And we've got 4 lovely gifts from ETI, 3 passes into the national conference, which is amazing, international conference. And we've got a lifetime membership, not a lifetime, sorry, a 1-year membership for ETI, provided to us from a friend of ETI, an anonymous donor, which is absolutely amazing. So we'll start with the books. We obviously got 5 different categories. We've got 25. We'll do it quickly. Here are the winners. We won't spin it as 100 times, but we'll just start with one. Drum roll. And we have, oh, that's going to take too long. Come on. Okay, Shira Sachs, well done. I'm recording this, so we have this, but I wouldn't mind if, Gail, if you can just write down the names as we
Thank you.
Well done, Shira. The next one, you can't win twice. We've removed you, not from the Zoom, from here. Okay, no, looks like I can't stop it on the way, so we'll just get as quickly as we can. Next winner for a book prize is Amit Kosovo. Well done, Amit. And the next one. Oh, can't do that. But I could stop
Are we all from
Yes.
PLC Petach Tikva?
Sorry?
They're all from the PLC in Petach Tikva.
Obviously, I know it's rigged. In Enya Khatib, okay, also from
Yes, thank you.
Okay, well done, Enya.
Thank you.
You're getting a book prize from one of the publishers. Excellent. Keep going, keep going. We only got another 22 to go. We'll try and finish as quickly as we can. Come on, word wheel. Adi Malzin, excellent. And the next one. No, I'm trying to stop at it sooner. I can't, obviously. Okay, and we have Arij Badani, excellent. And we're going along to the next one. At the last 4 will be the ETI gifts. Asala Agbaria Azazia, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly. Thank you to Ilanit, who's clapping for every single person. That's amazing. That's really nice of you. And we have the next person is Pavel Yosef Holly. Excellent. Well done.
Petach Tikva.
Yeah, well, Petach Tikva is on the map. Look, Thomas from Petach Tikva. It's okay. Lubna Musa. Excellent. Well done.
Thank you.
And we're going on. Some of these names I recognize from people that have been involved in Mondly and eTalent, Learn in Tune. And we have Lydia Gershkovich. Well done. Is somebody counting? Because just tell me when I get to 25. It's like I was at a wedding now. Pick me. Yeah, Rivital, I'm trying.
I also think I missed one.
Okay, Tal, we'll pick it up at the...
You've done 8 or 9.
Okay, 8 or 9.
That is from Herzliya PLC.
Okay, excellent. As long as they're from a PLC, they get extra points. Ada, I'm not sure. We'll find out who you are from all your details. Come on. Will I win? No, I won't win. My name's not even in. Okay. Come on. And we have Laura Akashi. And obviously, if we go for one, if I go one more, if I go 26, we'll make a plan. There's so much money in the Mishnah Chinuch, we'll always find a budget for all sorts of things. Adina Eliyahu, excellent Adina, well done. Thank you, Rhonda, for clapping for everyone as well. This person, Laura Moore, Jerusalem PLC, excellent. Remove all instances. I probably she wrote her name twice. Happens. Especially with Google, you think you've handed in your thing, but you haven't really. No, someone we got to. Alex, well done, Alex. We're going on. Let's just stop the people speaking with us. So then someone put the news on already. That's excellent.
Could you please?
Okay, I've muted them. Okay. The next one is you don't get the full effect of seeing all the names when it turns because there's so many. Omaima, our first inspector. Our first inspector wins. Maybe she's in another meeting. We'll have to get a hold of her.
She is in another meeting. I just came.
Learning Tune for the.
Yes, and learning. Not
Jenny
learning
Epstein.
tune,
Well done, Jenny. Yay, Jenny. And yay again to Rhonda and Ilanit that are clapping for every person. I think that's beautiful. And we have Nemat Abu Fares. Excellent. We're going. We've still got, I think, 2 more minutes. So it's good. I've probably got about 1 or 2 more to do. Hannah Napso. Probably from some PLC, I'd imagine. But no one, her name didn't come up. We have Tatiana Peko. Yay! Tatiana. Excellent. If you are in a PLC, you're already getting a prize because you're in a PLC. Hey, Monica, that's correct, isn't it? Okay, who did we get? Tali. I can't say that name. Sinjas Tali. Okay, well done, Tali. And, oops, how many more, Gail?
4 more to go.
4 more to the books.
To 24, yes.
Oh, we're only doing to 24, just in case. Olga Regev. Well,
how many do you want?
25.
Okay, so 4 more stock.
And we have Heba Taha. I'm sure I'm saying that incorrectly. I'm sorry.
Hiba.
Sorry, Hiba.
Hiba Taha.
Thank you, Botaina. Zahava Sela. And I think we've got
Lorraine, I seriously suggest you stop saying that. We're going to get very suspicious.
And I'm worried that it's got something to do with Vivian. Excellent. Vivian Matar Habib. Excellent. And we're going, I think, one more, right? Before we get
Last
to
one.
Okay. The last one before we get to the Itai prizes is Ilana Mishan. Well done. And now we have 4 more prizes. 3 prizes demand that you come to Itai in the summer, which is great. Anyway, you're going to get a free entrance to the conference, obviously free bags and all sorts of things that we get, but a free entrance to the conference will be given to
International conference.
International
Very
conference
worthwhile.
for 3 days with a special Olga
And an
Glasky.
opportunity to announce Itai.
Nachon, with Itai is from the 10th to the 12th of July at David Yellen. It's going to be special and amazing. Olga, well done. We're going to see you, meet you at the gate as we walk in. I can't promise that. And we are also going to see Adi Horowitz. Well done, Adi. And the final person who we're going to see at
He will come to
Itai
Jerusalem.
is this person. It is Irena Zubin. And finally, the person who is going to get a 1-year membership to Itai, which is worth more than a lot. And that is
Worth more than all the books.
and you obviously will come to the conference. That is bang, Victoria Brook. Guys, we finished 1 minute after. I'm really sorry that we kept you for so long.
And
But
we also want to remind you to fill in the feedback form, please.
can you put the link in the chat again? And thank you to
I will
everyone.
in 1 second, yes.
And
if you want to continue getting the next few announcements of links and things over the next few days, please don't leave the announcement group. We won't use it unnecessarily, so it's not necessary to leave it, okay?
And all the recordings will be updated on the site and in the portal. For those of you that are asking, public PLC's professional learning community, they said that. And as we've spent the last 3 and what hours together, please feel free to leave the Zoom. We've really appreciated your attention and your taking part. And I think in all aspects, it's I was unfortunately only in the elementary, but not unfortunately in the elementary, I couldn't see the other things, but I heard that they were phenomenal, and all the recordings and presentations will be online as soon as we can. So thank you for an amazing
We're
afternoon.
online in
and-
2 places, on the group. Thank you. And on the portal.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure, guys. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Howie. Well done, Gail.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. It
everybody
was
here.
great.
Thank you
you.
so much.
Trying to close. I can't find
Thank
the
you, everybody.
end
It was
button.
lovely.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye everyone. I'm closing.